Hello. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Um, yes, looks like a quiet day today, so might actually do a bit more work. We shall see. Don't forget, if you're joining, feel free to hit that like button. Really does help with the algorithm. Um, yeah, so welcome to the second Sunday of the social and work stream today. Um, so we'll see. It's going to be maybe 50-50. Um, let's see how my voice does. You're at the beach, RC Scott. Good to see you at the beach. Oh, look at that. Um, yeah, my internet's a bit spotty as well, so I hope it'll hold up. RC says I'm at a beach on an overcast day watching goths reading poetry. Oh, hmm, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Don't see that every day. Yeah, you probably have. um, if you want, you're welcome to share. Um, but yes, so I'll probably end up doing some work today. It seems to be a quiet day in the chat, so that's okay. We shall see how we do. I've um I've been busy the last week. Actually, I've been traveling around, so I haven't managed to do a huge amount of work. So I'm hoping I'll catch up on some of that today. Um, no rituals, huh? RC and the rituals. Hey Felicia, how's it going? How's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Yes, RC, alas. Yeah. That's how it rolls. So yeah, how have you guys been? What have you guys been up to over the past week? I haven't actually been doing a huge amount of work, which is I don't know, kind of disappointing, I guess, but it happens sometimes, right? Other things happen and we have to, tear ourselves away for a few minutes, few days sometimes. So yes, I haven't done a huge amount of work as I said, but I did finish the previous book that I was reading, which was Countdown by James Patterson and Brandon Dubois. So I'm done with that book. I need to probably go through it again just to read up, sorry, analyze it, analyze and see what I would like to take from that, like what I've learned from it. So that's probably on the workload for this coming week. Yeah, Felicia, I did enjoy it. Yeah, it was good. I do recommend it. It's quite good. Excuse me, my throat has got a little frog in it, but I've got my tea, so that's good. Yeah. So Countdown by James Patterson. Yeah, it's very fast paced. I guess that's what we expect from thrillers. It's a spy military, so espionage military thriller. There's a bit of violence, not a huge amount, so it's something to be aware of. It's excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. And Richard's popped in. What intonation? Good evening, Cliff. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Richard dislikes the beach. You know what? I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the heat. I'm not a fan of the heat. Yeah, I don't like the heat myself. But yeah, just going back to Felicia with Countdown, I did like it. I do recommend it. It's quite a good book as far as thrillers go. I've actually got another book out, but I've started reading the other book actually. So let me just get that other book so people can see what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it'll just look random, right? Um, Let me open a new tab. Let's go to .com block. Gonna go to .com. Don't change. Okay, so I've got this book called Recursion by Blake Crouch. Huh, there you go. This is the one I've got. Well, hmm. I say this is the one I've got, but it's got a different cover on the edition that I've got anyway. So I don't know. Weird. Um, paperback. Let's have a look. Or maybe it's hardcover. It might be the hardcover version. So this is the there we go, hardcover version. This is the book that I borrowed from the library. So yes, let's have a look and see. A bit more going. I dislike the. I don't like that. Are you by any chance related to Anakin Skywalker? Recursion. Yes. It is it a good? No, I don't know. I've only Let me have a look. Just quickly glancing through the book. I am on page 15, and I only started it a day ago. So yeah. You know what? That's something I've realized, that my reading is getting faster and faster as I, read more. And Emma, hey, how's it going? Really good to see you. I hope you're okay. I hope you can forgive me. Yeah, guys, I messed up a little bit. I'm really, yeah, I'm not perfect. I mess up a lot. Dark Matter is great too. Who's Dark Matter by, Richard, if you don't mind? What's Dark Matter's author? I will make a note of it so I can go and maybe borrow that book. So let me know. I can make a note of it here. I just bought his latest book, Upgrade. Ooh, whose latest book? The beach is my joint happy place along with my bed. Ooh, I don't know if you can have joint happy places. It's like the best, right? You can't really have 5 of the best. Like, it's only one. You know what I mean? What about tipping sand and shells in your bed? Combine the experience. Felicia says, I was able to upload a new video yesterday. I'm very pleased with it. Okay, cool. Okay, this is like a blanket statement. I've completely lost track of trying to keep up with my to watch list on YouTube. So, if there's anything in particular you want me to watch, feel free to drop it in the comments. Maybe I'll try and get to it today at some point. 100-watt light above you. Is that like green? Is that really gonna be like environmentally friendly and safe? Dark matter. Okay. Dark matter like Blake Couch. Let me make a note of that. Dark matter, also by Blake Crouch. Oh, would you know it? The pen I'm writing with obviously decides to stop working when I'm writing down the book name. Hold on, I'm gonna grab another pen. Okay, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Incidentally, it's Emma who introduced me to Blake Crouch. So yeah, great recommendation, by the way. So Emma is totally awesome. She has, I don't know if you guys know, but she's like a proper author. She's trad and self-published, and she's got like Amazon bestseller badges. Not just one, she's had multiple. So when she says stuff, we should all listen, really. So Dark Matter, yep, I've made a note of that. I'm gonna make a note of Upgrade as well. How's your work in progress with the thriller coming along, Cliff? I'd be curious to know. I I am not perfect. I'm very far from perfect. I say, I talk smack sometimes. Someone should really just smack me sometimes. Highs all round. Hi Emma, Rich and RC from Felicia. Highs. Bed is best. Beach is second best. Hey, I'm just pointing out that when you say best, that's like it's basically number one, right? And if you have a number one and another number one, both of them are number two. So I'm just pointing that out. That's all. Okay. So if anyone would like to go and check out Felicia's latest video, Richard has kindly posted the link. So please feel free to go check that out. I'm gonna watch that on the first break or first sprint that we do later on at some point. So yeah, feel free to go check that out, people. Pen needs a spreadsheet. Oh my god. Oh, this brings me to a really interesting point. I do need to get some kind of a tracking system, because as I'm reading thrillers, right, I've got to make a note of just things that strike me and things that I like, things that I may want to emulate. Obviously, it won't be the same, thing. It won't be the same story. I'm gonna do my own story. But you know, it'll be like you gotta hit the right tropes, you gotta hit the right pacing and all that kind of thing. You know, right in the first or third person points of view. That is kind of what I need to track. So yeah, I might actually do a spreadsheet, Cliff. Yes, so that's a good suggestion. Elma is full of great ideas. Now that is the truth. Ain't that the truth? Hey, I just upped the expected word count from 40K to 60K. About a third done. Okay, so are you a third done on 60K, which is 20K, or are you a third on 40K, which is I up 40 divided by 3, 13,333. So whereabouts are you, Cliff? Let us. You know, this is what I love about Emma. She is so modest. She really is lovely. She really is. Yes, well done, Cliff. That is awesome. I tend to overwrite my first drafts. Hey, that's okay. That's why editing, right? In my case, that's why editors, because my first drafts tend to be atrocious. They're not very good. And before I send it to an editor, I always self edit. In fact, I tend to self edit like I would say on average at least 3 times. I would say all said and done, I probably self edit 5 times before I send it to an editor. Yeah, I use Goodreads for my to be read list. Ooh, that brings me to. I don't know if I can share this. I feel bad about sharing it. You know what? No, I'm not going to share. I'm just going to tell you what happened. So, um, you know, we all get emails from Amazon and KDP and all that. So I got an email about a chance to win a gift card with Amazon, and they told me all I had to do was fill in this survey, and it was sent to me as a, I believe, as an author or as someone who uses the KDP platform. So they were obviously targeting. I'm sure it's not just me, right? They send it out to hundreds, thousands, maybe tens of thousands of people. So they sent out this survey, and I filled it in. It wasn't too difficult, but one of the points was about Goodreads and whether I would use them for marketing. I'm not going to tell you my response. Okay, so let's just put that to bed. But basically, it was like a few options of what do you think about them? Are they good return on investment? Do you think it's atrocious, malicious, trolling? Do you find them easy to use? Is this your first port of call to market your book? You know, these kinds of generic questions, from positive to negative. I'm not going to say how I filled it in. Suffice to say, yeah, I did that survey. And you know, Amazon actually owns Goodreads. So in some cases, you can actually see, depending on whose book it is and whether Amazon has, KDP has linked the books or something, or whatever the system does. You can actually see like their stars, star ratings and reviews come through from Goodreads. So yeah, that's right. So if you, I'm not quite sure how it all works, but if you see like reviews from Goodreads and then you don't see it on Amazon, at some point it may actually show up on Amazon. So yeah, so there we go. Anyway, little sidetrack. I ignore all the social elements of Goodreads. That is actually good advice. Not that I'm surprised. You do have some good advice sometimes, Cliff. So saying that, I added Emma Bennett as a Goodreads friend. Ooh, look at that. Emma making friends and everything. I'm at 18K ish. Okay, that's cool. So that's closer to 30% or a third on the 60K, which is pretty good. So humble. Yes, she is. No, I can't. Yeah, I don't want to get like shadow banned or anything by KDP. I find the royalty emails from Amazon are annoying as they never list the amount you're getting paid. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mind you, I'm not quite at the level where it pays my rent, so I tend not to pay too much attention. You know, I do go in and check to make sure I got paid. Like at the end of the month. It tends to be the last workaday, I believe. So this month will be August 30th or 31st or thereabouts when KDP pays out. And we usually get the emails a week before. So yeah, it's good. I always check. I don't actually know. Well, I have an idea of how much I might get paid, but I don't actually bother cross checking. Yeah, it's just my thing. So yeah, KDP. I'm like, if you're not gonna tell me how much, who cares? Come on, Cliff. You know, at least they tell you they're gonna pay you. Would you rather them not tell you they're gonna pay you? What happens if they don't pay you? Hmm. Yeah. I say keep the emails coming. I know it's not as detailed as I would like, but something's better than nothing, you know. That's my perspective on that. Anyway, so, ooh, Margaret, hey, how's it going? How's it going, Margaret? Good to see you. I've been fiddling with a TikTok release as a short. Oh, are you having success on TikTok? I'm not on the platform, so I got no idea. I don't tick or talk. And Richard's doing Captain Pin. I don't know if that's gonna stick. I don't know if that's gonna stick. I think Margaret prefers Margaret. She's quite happy with her name. Anyway, TikTok. Indeed, yes. I don't know anything about TikTok. Oh, I'll tell you this. What I do know about TikTok is that most social media, right? They usually have like a sandbox period. Okay, so it's a period to get to know you, get to know your content, make sure you're not dodgy, and it's usually like a few weeks to a few months sometimes. And you can see this especially with Google. So if you do like a blog post or a website thing, you have a web page about like anything really, they won't immediately rank you. They will actually let you sit out, kind of like a timeout, um, as they try and get a handle on who you are. They don't like people to just come in and like scam other people, I think. So it's a bit of protection, but it's also a bit of algorithm to get to know you. So there's a sandbox period. Anyway, I digress. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because TikTok, I know for sure, does not have the sandbox period. Or if they do, it's tiny. It's like a few hours, you know. And also, you can use like music from other people, and they're okay with it. You just use someone else's music on your videos, and they don't mind. So yeah, I'm not. I'm not actually on TikTok, so I can't say more than that. And hi's all around, Felicia. Hi, Margaret. Emma. Hi, Margaret as well. My next fireside chat guest is big on TikTok, so I'm doing it for her. Yeah, let us know. Hey, I shared a few days ago. If anyone wants to go and check out Margaret's fireside chats with guests, and she's got some guests who are authors, and they're sharing their I wouldn't say secrets, but what's working for them as well. So feel free to go check that out. Do I have a link? Ooh, let me try and get a link. Let me see if I can find a link. I'm terrible for this. Did I do a community post on that? I'm sure I did a community post on that. So let me just go and have a look. Okay, I believe I copied the link, and here is the link. Ooh, there you go. Margaret's also pasted the link, but the link I pasted is a video, one of the videos that she's having a chat with fellow authors. So yeah, feel free to go check that out. Other people sharing what's working for them and just having a chat is pretty cool actually. A lot of creativity. So yeah, by all means, yes, it's a song. So there's the Margaret's link to her playlist. So if you want to go check that out, that's easy for her to remember. But the one I've shared is a specific video that goes into the playlist as well. So feel free to check those out. Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. When creative when creative people come together, I don't know what it is. There's some kind of magic happens, and everyone's feeding off the energy of others. It's beautiful to observe. It really is, because when I don't know if anyone remembers, but there was the AuthorTube writing conference, and the the after parties. Those are fun. Those are really fun, and you can see everyone just having a chat, relaxed, maybe a drink or two. I don't know. But yeah, it was really cool to see creatives kind of get around together and have a chat about things. It's always good to see. So I've been reading this new book. It's called Recursion by Blake Crouch. So I haven't actually got very far into it, I gotta say, but you can see it's published June 11th, 2019. So we're about what are we 4 years? About 4 years out, and just reading this, and you can compare it with Countdown or James Patterson's book, and there's a distinct difference. I mean, obviously the pricing will be different, but there's also this difference with the description. So let's just have a look at it description wise. It's got New York Times bestseller, blah 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 blah, from the person Glorious, and this is where you want to click. You actively want to click more. You want to read more because these two bits, they don't really tell you anything about the book. Okay, it's just kind of giving him props from his experience and other people like New York Times book review. Anyway, when you click read more, well, over here it's read less, but when you click read more, it brings down this bit here. This bit is another kind of, I guess, a review, so I tend to ignore that, but this bit is where it starts for me. And there's praise, more praise. I tend to ignore all that. Obviously, it's nice. By the way, some of this stuff is on the back of the book, but if you read this, it's not fantastically long or anything. It's one sentence, 3 words as a sentence, and then there's a slightly longer sentence as the next paragraph, a third paragraph, but it's very, very easy to read. So this one, you can skim read in like 2 seconds, less than 2 seconds. And the final paragraph there. Barry and Helena will have to confront their enemy before they and the world are trapped in a loop of ever-growing chaos. So this is all building up hype, and it also makes you want to read it, so it's not like a block of text. So that's interesting to see. Let's have a look at okay, I have popular highlights. I haven't seen that before. Maybe it's a trad published thing from the publisher. This is A+ content. I love seeing this stuff. So it's got obviously a review by someone famous, another review by someone famous, and a short little memory makes reality, a short 3-word and image thing. So yeah, just reading all this stuff, just going through it, makes me get a feel of the book a bit more, and obviously it's got huge numbers of reviews. Maybe one day I'll get it. Who knows? But yeah, this is the book I'm reading at the moment, so we shall see. Let me go back to the chat because I've missed the chat quite a bit. Okay, highs. Hold on, I'm getting back to. Oh, I do apologize. Okay, this is where I stopped. And thank you, no problem, Margaret. Adrian. Did I miss Adrian? Did Adrian come in? Oh, did I miss Adrian here somewhere? Maybe I missed Adrian. I don't know. I might have. Evening, Martin. Good to see you. Hi, lovely Martin. Is it is it lovely Martin or bloody Martin? We need to have like a nickname for Martin, and we have to kind of decide if it's going to be lovely Martin or bloody Martin. Although I think bloody Martin is more like a bloody martini. I don't know. Yes, I like all my text in one block. Is that smart? Hey, I don't. I'm the wrong person to ask. I tell you who you should ask. Emma. Emma will probably give you good feedback on that. Woo, A+. Yep. I can confirm. And thank you for confirming that. That is, yeah, good to know. Oh, I skipped one. My mom got me a Blake Crouch book for Christmas about a day. Yeah, I just recently got this book Recursion, and I'm into it. It's quite good. It's not bad. I can't see Adrian. That's okay. We'll give Adrian a shout out. That's Adrian Santiago, I believe. Feel free to go check out his channel. It's lovely, Martin. Emma is great with blurbs, but she will bill you, and rightly so. Yes, yes. Um, I don't know if Emma, you want to plug your freelance sites. Feel free to. Feel free to. Up to you. Joanne, JK Lambo, how's it going? Good to see you. Hi's all around. How's it going? Let me just take a sip of my tea here. Okay, so yes, how's everyone doing? Are we gonna go with lovely Martin? I think we need to ask if Richard is okay with that. Shall we go with lovely Martin? Cliff, how's that sound to you? I'm okay with lovely Martin. Martin is a lovely guy. So yes, lovely Martin would fit quite well. Yep. Joanne says hi to everyone. Yes, where's the sugar and spice? How's that work in progress going for you, Joanne? Let us know. Let us know. I think everyone's always got some kind of work in progress. I feel my work in progress just doesn't seem to go, doesn't seem to make any progress, which is quite a shame. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying my best. Um, but just to give you an example, right? I've been working on this lead magnet update, and it's an extensive update, so fair enough. But it's taken me more than 8 months, about 8 months, and I'm still not done with it. So yeah, basically, everyone's zooming past me right now, which is okay. I just need to get myself in gear a bit more and do some work, I think. On that note, would everyone be okay with shall we say, a half an hour? I'm gonna say half an hour, 30 minutes, and then we will call it 30 minutes of a work, and then we'll regroup over here after that. How's it sound, everyone? Give me a thumbs up, yes or no. Let me know. Let me know. And also let me know what you're working on. I'm thinking 30 minutes will bring us nicely to 4 o'clock, and then we can go from there into our first sprint. What say you, everyone? Yes. Okay. Emma has spoken. So Emma says, let's do this, which means we have to do it now. All right. So, okay, I'm going to crack on with the timer. Let's go. I'll see you on the other side of 30 minutes. 1, 2, 3, go. Okie dokie, and that's the first half hour. How did you guys do? Let me know. Let me know. Let's crack on with the comments because there's quite a few comments. So let's see. Emma says she's working on a video for tomorrow. And yeah, I'm just telling you, Emma is really productive. I know I joke around about Emma like having her Amazon bestseller badges and like 40 bazillion reviews on on her books, which incidentally is actually true. She has like thousands of reviews on some of her books. I digress, but basically, I do make fun of her sometimes, saying she works for like 5 minutes to write these books. She probably works quite a lot longer than that. In fact, I'm sure she works, probably years, before that happened. So, behind every like success story, there's going to be a lot of work involved. So yeah. Am I referred to because Andy mentioned the after parties at the AWC? Yes, there were after parties after the AuthorTube writing conference for each day, and them there may or may not have been some drinks involved. I'll leave it at that. Joanne says finished chapter 24 of Project Sugar and Spice yesterday. She's now revising chapter 25. Highs. Yes, I was mentioning that Adrian. What Adrian was quite fun, but I do think he had a bit to drink. I think revisions. Yeah, I think Joanne can absolutely do chapter 25 revisions today. SD popped in. She made friends with the like button. Thank you as always. Really appreciate the support. I mentioned this phrase, and it's from Guardians 3, which Emma thought was a little rude. It really wasn't. It's about a phrase that Mantis was saying in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I was asking if Emma had any thoughts on Guardians 3. Highs. So Emma is claiming that she could beat me at Marvel movies quiz any day of the week, and my answer to that is, but not on Sundays apparently. Hi Martin from Felicia. Hated it. Oh, Emma did not enjoy Guardians 3 until the last 45 minutes, which made her cry. Yes, okay, it was a little rude. I'm not going to repeat it on YouTube. Highs, Joanne to Felicia. Highs, good at the moment. How are you, JK from Dreaming Truth? Felicia. Let's see, and Devon popped in. Hey, Devon, good to see you. I know it's your first time here, so welcome. Just want to say everyone's pretty chilled out here. Yeah, feel free to share what you're working on or what other people are working on. You can always ask them. It's all good. Martin, I stepped away to actually do some work and come back to find Emma Bennett talking about bottoms. Exactly. I know, right? Like. Typical. Yeah. So Devon's just finished some website editing for All Call Indie. Now moving on to some future YouTube tasks. So is this something you help authors or people with? Website stuff, maybe? Yeah. And also Devon's got developmental edits starts tomorrow, so all the little stuff needs to get done today. Cool. Highs from Emma, and Emma also says I should never be left unattended, Martin. Yeah, I'm thinking we need a chaperone for Emma, really. Yeah. Typical. Highs got like 10 minutes before next session. Oh, hey. Okay, come hang out. It's all good. How's the session going actually, SD? I know you probably may need to take a break at some point as well before the next session starts. And for those who don't know, SD is attending a conference right now about book marketing. So yeah, feel free to let us know how that's going. I'd be interested to know what the conference is about and how it's going. Well, it's about book marketing, but if there's any additional details you'd like to share, feel free, SD, to pop it in the chat. Highs to SD from everyone. Lots of great info. Yeah, maybe you can let us know what it's about at some point. All Call Indie is a day space I'm making with a friend featuring freelancers who offer service to indie authors. Okay. Um. Ooh, who is the friend you're working with? I feel like I remember something about this because I'm in like a few groups. I don't know if I came across this in someone's group at some point. It might have been on Discord. My memory is really fuzzy, so please don't quote me on any of this. I cannot be liable for anything I say. Yeah, that's my cop out for just about everything, basically. So SD says, learn that you should trademark your name because people are taking other authors' names and publishing under the name, and Amazon won't do anything unless your name is trademarked. Yeah, I heard about that. Someone, reasonably famous, kind of had to go through that recently. I want to say it's a Friedman, but I want to double check. So, let me see. I believe it was Jane Friedman recently, the Hot Sheets column, and she also does some work with the Publishers Weekly. So I believe it was her that had some issues recently with her name being. I don't know the details to be honest, but I think it was being used and abused. So yes, yeah, that's right, Jane Friedman. Yes, that was the person I was thinking of. Yeah, exactly. And Devin has something over here. I posted for freelancers just about everywhere: Discord, Instagram, Facebook. C. Phillips is helping me. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting project. Keep us up to date, actually, because everyone, like, indie authors, self-pub community, everyone's looking for. I think it's fair to say reliable people, preferably. It's not going to be free. We accept that. Most people accept that, but hopefully not going to break the bank expensive either, if you know what I mean. Ooh, this is bad of me. I have not changed the banner at the bottom. Chatting in progress. Yes, that's what we are doing. Cool. Yeah. So what did I do? I didn't do a huge amount. Again. Hold on. More chats over here. SD says I revamped my website on my week break. Seriously, one, and come on. You're supposed to be taking a break. Like, the definition of a break is not to do work. But don't worry, it's okay. I get it. Sometimes you have to do a bit of work even if you're on a break. I get that. So Martin says, so what you're saying is we can all rush out books under self-pub with Andy, and legally it's fair game. You know what? At the moment, yes, it is fair game. And yeah, if you if you did that, it'd probably be okay. I wouldn't be happy, but such is life, hey. And SD is happy with her website. Richard's popping in saying hi to SD. It's so pretty compared to before. Yeah, I saw website and perks up again. I thought it was spreadsheets. Make up your mind, Cliff. Is it spreadsheets or is it websites? We only have capacity for one here. Shannon's snazzy new website is over here. So Richard's got the link if anyone wants to go and check that out. It's HTTPS. I'm not going to say the rest. It's www.sdhouston.com, and Houston is with HUSTON. It was fun. Messed with graphics and all that. Yeah, you did mention that you like messing with the graphics and stuff. It's something you don't mind doing. Thank you to Richard. It looks so good. I'll check it out on the next kind of sprint thing. Prettier on PC than on mobile. Okay. On mobile, two of my graphics are static. Yeah. It's really difficult, right, with websites to get it to look good on both desktop and mobile, like having the same things because it's just functionality and all that. Were the graphics easy? I see what you did there. What? Thank goodness for the rebranding. I think it's working a lot better with self-pub with Andy, because I don't have to explain why my channel's called Easy Graphics anymore. Yep. So Emma says it looks good. Ooh, I'm just waiting for chats to come through on StreamYard. Yeah, Richard's being funny. Sad fact is most people view on mobile these days. Yeah, that is true. Except me, I do prefer to look at websites on my laptop, not my phone. Um, Maybe I'm just old school. I don't know. Um, Richard tries to avoid it. I get that. As the mobile web is usually terrible. Yeah, it's not like it depends on whether the website's like optimized for mobile, you know. But you're right, absolutely right. Most websites are not optimized for mobile. There's much more functionality on the website, like on desktop, rather than mobile. Maybe that'll change in the future. Who knows? AI is probably gonna, you know, revamp things up somehow. Emma says, "I love all the blues and grays, SD." Okay, it's good feedback. Martin says, "Last week I got a trumpeter to show me how they did the wall." Really? That is cool. That is cool. But don't you have like your special effects just ready to go? Sound effects just ready to plug into your own video editing? What? You must have those ready to go, surely. Um, so SD says finished the form for book. Oh yes, book review collab. Yes. And now finishing up the checklist. Okay, okay. No rush, SD. We do appreciate what you're doing, and it's really kind of you. So thank you. Um, so yeah, let's everyone wait for this announcement at some point. So stay tuned. The mobile web is horrible with ads. Yeah, that kind of bugged me actually. It really does. It really does. Um, like the websites generally don't look very nice on mobile, and then they they spam it with like ads. So it's like, oh no, don't do that. I know it's lower cost and everything, but oh my god, just no. Yeah, SD says, oh, me too, Emma. More my colors. Yeah, it's cool. Richard's asking Martin, do you find something funny about the word trombone? Okay. Let's family friendly. That's the only thing I have about this channel. I'm all for the community, but let's keep it family friendly as well. So Emma's dropping some truths again as usual. You're just old panda. Yeah, I know. Ain't that the truth? Also I have large fingers. I prod everything. Oh dear. You kids with your mobile web don't even know you're born. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, Richard, behave. Don't make anyone have to use the banhammer, especially Emma. She will not hesitate to pull rank. It's all good though. Everything's okay for now. So where was I? What did I do? So I mentioned that. Nope, not this one. I mentioned that I was reading this new thriller novel that I got from the library, Recursion, Blake Crouch, and I'm just a few pages into it, but it's so far so good. No complaints. It's been out about 4 years, and it's got 26,000 odd ratings. Yeah, maybe one day I'll get to this level. Maybe one day. We'll see. We'll see. But it probably won't happen overnight. Yeah, hate to say it, it won't be overnight. It will probably take a long time. It may not even happen in my lifetime. But you don't know. I don't know the book, but the author name sounds familiar. Yeah. Blake Crouch. He's into thrillers and such. Actually, it was Emma who introduced me to him. So I got one of his books from the library. It's pretty good so far. Very catchy. But that's what you expect, right? From thrillers, it's really catchy. It just hooks you in and keeps on hooking you in. And just when you think, how can these people keep upping the ante? And then they hook you in again. So it is actually quite impressive to see. I don't know if he's a UK author. This book was written set in the USA, so I don't know if he's British. I'm gonna have to have a look. Blake Crouch is a best-selling. Let's have a read of his bio here. Blake Crouch is a best-selling novelist and screenwriter. His novels include New York Times bestseller Dark Matter and internationally best-selling Wayward Pines trilogy, which was adapted into a television series for Fox. Crouch also created the TNT show Good Behavior, based on his Letty Dobesh novellas. His latest book is Recursion, a sci-fi thriller about memory, and will be published. He lives in Colorado, so I'm gonna guess he's US based. But yeah, really good read. And I'm only like 15, 14, 15 pages into it. Really, really good stuff so far. That's in answer to SD's question if he's a UK author. Did you finish your James? Yes, I did, Martin. Yeah, Countdown by James Patterson and Brendan Dubois. I'm guessing it's mostly Brendan Dubois who wrote the book. And James Patterson probably had like some input, how much some input is probably is minimal, to be honest. SD, no worries, pass on thriller here, I get it. And even on thrillers, I'm finding there are some things that I'm not as keen on, so there's like a line between what I'm happy to read and what I think I can write. I don't think I can write spy, military science, or military thrillers, but I'm happy to read them, right? But I don't think I'm able to write them. And if I do, I probably have to end up like Googling and doing a whole bunch of research. Like you'll probably know some of this stuff because like you got a military background. You may know some of the weapons names, for example. I wouldn't know any of that. I have like a cursory understanding of spy agencies, but again, I don't have I don't have a huge amount of knowledge in that field. So if I did write a thriller that's spy or military, I would have to do a huge amount of research. And I am so worried. I won't lie. I'm so worried about my Google search history. Like people are gonna break into my house and go, "We noticed, sir, you've been doing some interesting research on the internet." Yeah, that's right. So if I suddenly like disappear from the face of the earth, don't be don't be surprised someone's just nabbed me because of my research for my military thriller book that I may or may not write. I probably won't. I'm having a think about what I may write, but this is part of the research I'm doing. Just reading quite a few books in different like areas, of thriller, so that I can niche down a bit more. Because if I'm going to compete on thrillers, or books on a thriller, then I'm going to be competing with people like Blake Crouch, like James Patterson. These people are so well established. I may as well not bother. So I've got to probably find something a bit more niche, a bit more in a smaller pool, as it were, and hopefully make a dent. And if I make a small dent, I might be able to go up into targeting higher ranking keywords, that kind of thing. So that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, you can pass on thrillers. I'm the same. Even on some thrillers, I would pass on it. But I'm gonna read it for now. So Martin says, Richard, they put it on TV. You don't have to read it. SD Wayward Pines, yes, famous Wayward Pines. They are well known. That must be where I know his name. Yep. SD FYI, I was thinking Crouch reminded me about Crouch, Barty Crouch Jr. From Harry Potter, so UK. And then you said Emma. Yes. No, I get the connection. I totally get it. Devin says, I can only do murder mysteries and thrillers via audiobooks. Reading them is hard. Okay. That's interesting. So do you like consuming like mystery and thrillers, murder mysteries and thrillers with audiobooks? And what are your views on AI voices, Devin? I'm really curious to know what you think. Let me know. Hey Mama Maggie, no worries, failed notification. I don't know what's up with YouTube. It does that sometimes. Like it unsubscribes me. Like there are channels I swear I'm subscribed to, and then I come up on the homepage of YouTube and they're like not subscribed. I'm like, no, I know I'm subscribed. It's done weird stuff. Mama Maggie says hi everyone. I was laughing at SD's comments. Highs. JK's asking how you both are, SD and Maggie. Gwen, hey Gwen, how's it going? I know you've got something planned for September. You got that live thing. I don't know if you want to say anything about that, but feel free to, plug that if you want. By all means, if you'd like to drop a link, um, I'll push it through when I see it. But yeah, Gwen, looking forward to that. Good to see you, by the way. Um, SD says, for the last book in my trilogy, I read lots of web pages and documents online about one, how to get to the heart from the chest, bracket, have to break the ribs, and number two, how long someone can live after that. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay, Um, I think that's not too bad. I think that's reasonable research, right? And I would hope that law enforcement, they would at least like Google your name and hopefully they'll be like, oh, this is why she's doing all these weird searches. She's an author. Yeah, okay, we'll give her a pass. you know but because I use a pen name, I'm not sure how much pass they're gonna give me. So I'm always worried. um Gwen, hey Gwen, do you know Emma? They're she's a romance author, so I don't know if you know Emma, but you may want to connect. Barty Crouch Jr. was played by David Tennant. Was he a good Tennant? Sorry, I couldn't resist. He was also Doctor Who, yes, and is again for some reason. Yeah, I'm not a big Doctor Who fan. I gotta say, I don't. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it. Um, SD, no worries. You're late. Keep going. With the book marketing stuff conference that you're attending. I hope it's good. Give us some feedback on how it goes after. Let us know. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I hope you have a good conference. AI voices are becoming insanely good. Yes, they are, but they're not perfect. Devin says, not a fan of AI voices. Most audiobooks list the narrator. I mostly prefer my e-reader for my regular content. Yep. So I've done myself nonfiction books, so audiobooks are much, I would say, relatively much cheaper to do because it's nonfiction. Just like the sheer volume of words is nowhere near like a trilogy of books that are full length novels of 70,000 words. So a nonfiction book, I would say 30 to 40,000 words is not uncommon. To do an audiobook on 30 to 40,000 words will cost you probably a few hundred if you budget it correctly. It's not too bad, but AI would cut that cost like hugely. So I can see the argument for AI just purely on a cost basis for some people because they want to do the audiobook. But yeah, I'm the same. I kind of prefer. I got a human bias for AI voices. I'm not gonna lie. I do prefer the human element to that. So SD is now qualified to perform heart surgery. No, well, actually, no. I don't know if she is. She may be. We'll have to check. We'll have to check with her. But I'm not gonna let SD perform heart surgery on me. If you want to have a go at that, by all means, we can volunteer Cliff as the sacrificial lamb, as it were. Let us know how that one goes. Also, now thinking of that scene in The Office where Dwight harvests the heart from the first aid training. Oh, does he? I don't think I've seen that one. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta go see that one. Yeah, okay. By the way, Gwen, I can't say enough good things about Emma. She really is lovely. She like a proper author and everything. Yeah. Mama Maggie's got a solution to this for anyone who's doing searches on Google or online that may come under the investigation of anyone. So here's her answer to this from Mama Maggie. Dear my FBI agent bot, I'm an author, not a serial killer. Please feel free to check out my recipe folder or read my book draft folder. Exactly, right? Exactly. Like we need some kind of anything on the laptop or computers or phones to say this is the property of an author. Things will look weird. Searches will look extremely weird. Yeah, exactly, right. Yep, SD's off to a conference. I am not a cat. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. The robots will rule us one day. Well, I'm thinking that day's not too far off. I really, because right now, like AI is just taking over so many things. I know there was an article online about how AI is getting dumber because humans are training AI. That kind of says a lot about humanity, really. But yeah, I think we do have to be careful about how we use robots and AI and all that. Um, but the cat's out the bag, right? I am not a cat. You know what I mean. The cat's out the box. It's really difficult to contain something like that. So the next best thing would be, controlling the output, maybe even controlling the input to make sure it doesn't give us negative outputs. Because it could get out of hand. This kind of out of my realm. I'm not really an expert in any of this. It's just my pure speculation. um, but yeah, good to see. I'm not a cat. Emma's saying hi, and Devin says, "Yes, I'm not a cat. There are too many movies and books about robots taking over the world. Everything can go wrong." Yes, I just want to say anything that can go wrong may and sometimes has gone wrong. So gotta be careful with that. Hello, Miss Ben. Ooh, very classy, very classy. I'm not a cat to Devon. Chat GPT has more than enough data to defeat us now. Yes, all it has to do is watch the Terminator movies. No, now that you've said that, it's now everywhere. AI is gonna pick it up. Oh man, I'm not a cat. I hope you haven't doomed us all because of this comment. Oh dear. I really hope not. Devin says, please do not read my internet search history. I'm actually thinking about doing a will. And in my will, I may actually have to put in that please do not read my search history. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Good to see you. I am not a cat. Sprint, yes, let's do a sprint very soon. Let me just get through the chat first, if that's okay. Gwen, my search history when I start my romantic suspenses is going to be yeah, exactly, right? Like, we searched some crazy stuff. Richard, what has happened to you? I know. What's up with this, lovely Martin? Okay, so I've managed to get through all the messages, all the chats. So let's go on to our next half an hour sprint. Okay, let's do half an hour, and I will promise to be back here in half an hour. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'll find something to do. Let's see. There's one more message here. I am not a cat says, luckily for I am actually a cat. Do you have like the plausible thumbs now? Like, because cats will take over the world. They're gonna totally conquer us once they get the thumb thing figured out. Don't forget to buy the tuna when you're at the store. Indeed, indeed. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'll probably give my cat a treat after this, because my cat, yeah, she like screams at me. She just meows right next to me. Says meow, treat, treat. Yep, totally. I've learned to type human. I do not disbelieve that. I can completely see that happening. All right, let's do half an hour sprints. Okay, I think we all want to get into the next sets. So let's do that. I'm gonna get the timer going. Okay, 30 minutes starting from now. I shall see you on the other side. Let's go. Okie dokie, people. Okie dokie. How did that go? How did that go for everyone? Let me know. The chat's been kind of busy. I don't even know where I stopped. So I highlighted it somewhere. Okay, so we stopped over here. I'm not a cat said I have learned to type human. I do worry about cats taking on the world, but that's kind of on the back burner compared to AI. I think AI is probably a bit ahead of cats taking over, but ooh, I'm sorry, I muted myself there. Oh dear, me and tech. And Kat's novel adventures came in. She popped by, so she's done some work. Actually, she's popped off as well. You'll see later in the chat. But it was really good to have Kat over here. Got a lot going. So yeah, I I was basically worried about the evolution of cats having thumbs. You know what they could do? They could open doors. They could open their own treats, cans of treats. They could push things off the table with so much more ease. Um, so yeah, I'm unsure about cats having thumbs being a good thing. I'm not sure if Martin is still here, but I was prodding him to see if he was still here. How are you? What have you been up to? Um, yeah, so this is me basically saying I hope cats having thumbs will be a good thing, but they may cause even more havoc, which is kind of yeah, I am worried. So Kat was saying she's doing well. She's been finishing up her editing for a second week of Garb August. It's a longer one because I included some books and candles she bought at a sale. And she was asking if Emma was out and listening to music. I believe she was. And there's me asking if Richard had hit his word counts. Emma says candles. Yes, she was at a jazz festival. And Richard's been typing, so let's see. By the way, if you don't know, Richard actually has an incredible like skill at writing many words in a really short space of time. So we're talking, I don't know, like 1,000 in half an hour or something like that, and like that's a lot of words. A key location in this novel bracket A novella is what's at Steakhouse. What is at Steakhouse? Did Richard really just type the chat that he's typing? Richard says he's got the clicky keyboard on everything tonight. Clicky keyboard and everything. Clicktacular. Indeed. What a pro, Emma says. Proper pro level, this Cliff Richard Holiday today. Chart topper Cliff. And Richard is suggesting that his name is now I am chart topping author, Richard Holiday. I'm not sure that's going to sit, but we shall see. So it's me asking about Kat's novel adventures. Martin Lejeune insisted. I'm not sure what Martin insisted on, so I feel like I missed something. And Mama Maggie's asking Martin, how is the McMurdo War coming? Yeah, I'd love to have an update on that. He said I needed to be insufferable about it. And we can't very well have Martin being a liar. Indeed. Yeah, what was insisted? Lovely Martin would never lie. It's true. Mom Maggie says Cat's to Cat's novel adventures. Love the idea of swag for books. Yes, I gave away coffee cups and recipe cards with the first two books of one series. Huh, okay. How did that work for you, Mama Maggie? Let us know. And thank you so much for the kind words about my books, by the way, Mama Maggie. Yep. And the reply, I reread Nightingale Farm last night. I really do love that one the most. So I really do love that one the most. Did you have fun at the festival? Yep, you haven't been sufferable at all, Cliff. And just wait till my next newsletter. Oh yeah, so Cliff has a newsletter. Feel free to subscribe. He's dropped a link in the chat. Mama Maggie says she is happy with the last line I wrote today. 3.9 out of 5,000. So that's awesome. But stopping here just because it feels right. Yeah. Hey, by all means, absolutely. Annoyed at his placating philosophical response and wondering how many women liked her, he repeated it to. Like her, he repeated it to. She interrupted. Shut up, Claude. My grandmother always says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Mary opened the door. Goodbye, Claude. Maybe someday I won't hate both of us as much as I do now. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Kat said, Mama Maggie, no, I am sharing what bought books and candles. What she bought books and candles while shopping yesterday. It's called a cat. um, Emma says to Mama Maggie, I did. It was very cool. That was some awesome writing. Indeed, indeed. And Devon had to go because she's all done and it's dinner time. So, yeah, thank you, Devon, for joining us today. Um, everyone's saying byes. And Richard loves dinner. Ah, indeed. Indeed. And I was asking if that was a Harvester or Weatherspoon's dinner for Richard. And I don't know if either of those places serve pineapple pizza. So byes to Devon. Mama Maggie says to Emma, um, she is leaving her sommelier professor in Paris. He wants a spring summer romance, but he is also picking other spring flowers. If you know what I mean, yeah. She's been avoiding him for 2 weeks because she caught him in bed with another former student. Yep. So I'm saying that sounds interesting. The Naughty Professor as the next book, maybe? Potentially, maybe? There's got to be a school rule somewhere on dating students. Kat had to jump off, so hope you have a good evening, Cats. And I'm making my thumbnail now. Can't wait to see it tomorrow. Gwen, I'm prepping BookBub ads and planning my next newsletter. Awesome, awesome. Love a good newsletter. And I am not a cat says, of course, cats will take over. Was there any doubt? Hey, we just have to wait for the machines to take care of you humans. Yes, yes, it's true. With our opposable thumbs, we'll have the machines working for us in no time. Yeah, we are cuter. That there is no doubt that cats are cuter than humans. So Mama Maggie says, nope, Naughty Professor dies of a heart attack. But his guilt means he leaves Mary his family cookbooks and a confession that no one in his family shares his love of food and old recipes. Okay. Good luck with BookBub promo for Gwen. That's from Emma. My readers loved it. Yeah. The swag, yes. I imagine so. I'm not a cat. Do you have any spare pigeons? Oh dear. Oh dear. No, no spare pigeons. Oh, I'll tell you what though. On the point of pigeons, we recently put up some soil in the front yard, and we put some grass seeds, and there's been birds and pigeons eating the grass seeds. So yeah, not a fan of the birds and the pigeons eating the grass seeds. It's not going to grow the grass now, is it? So that's kind of annoying. Richard says a Harvester restaurant burned down this week. Oh no, is this like another one, or is this the same one from before? Because I know one had an accident not too long ago. Yeah, let me know. I'd have run into the building to save the salad cart. Are you sure you're just in there for the salad? Really? I find that hard to believe, Cliff. So Mama Maggie says at the uni the rules are different. Yes, that is true. The rules are different for uni because they are, I guess, at adult age, consenting age, I guess. It was the same one, huh? That's unfortunate. I am not a cat says I smell a business opportunity. Will work for cans of tuna. Yeah. Hey, that could work. Like that, I'm sure there's a book somewhere in there. Like the cats could rule the world and humans could be I don't know, doing the fishing and then getting the fish into the factory where the factory does the cans of tuna. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of system where cats, AI, machines, and humans all live together harmoniously. There's got to be some kind of future with that, surely. You know, I'm not sure what the best solution is, but hopefully there is a solution. So yes, let me see. We are at just after 5, so we got a final hour here, well, final 54 minutes. Thank you everyone so far for joining me. If you haven't noticed, I am reading, or if I haven't mentioned earlier, if you joined the chat a little later, all good, but I am reading this book called Recursion by Blake Crouch. I'm only a few pages into it, and it's really good. So yeah, so far so good with that book. Really impressed actually. It's yeah. I'm picking up things that hopefully I'll use in my writing in the future, and I'm planning to get into writing thriller. I'm just not quite sure what I'm going to write, which is why I'm reading a whole bunch of books about thrillers and seeing, where that takes me. Gotta kind of do the background, research before we write anything. That's kind of my perspective. And when I do write something, I'm sure the first, I don't know, the first 2 or 3 attempts are going to be horrendous, because it's never going to be perfect on the first go. So yeah, I'm preparing myself mentally for that. I suspect it's going to be quite a difficult thing for me to accept that my writing is crap. But I think reality is that my writing is probably not going to be very good initially, at least. And I think that's quite normal for most of us. There are people who are naturally gifted, and those people probably do extremely well. But I'm unfortunately not one of those people. If you were here last week, I shared the fact that I got a D in English literature, and I took the exam again because I thought I could do better, and I worked really hard at it. And on the second try, I got an E. That's right. Oh my god, I went backwards. Yes, you heard that right. I got a D and then an E in that order. So I don't think writing is like my strong suit. So me attempting to write thriller at some point is going to be a huge amount of laughs for sure. At least at my expense, so people can join my journey and maybe have a laugh with me. Hopefully not at me, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, so that's where I am with my research at the moment. I'm still keeping an eye on my nonfiction stuff. That's kind of, I wouldn't say it's on autopilot just yet. I've got another book that I need to write, and I keep procrastinating about it. I don't find enough time to write, and I've got that lead magnet that I still need to do for the nonfiction. I haven't done that. That's been like floating around for 8 months. Yeah, that's right, 8 months. It's been a long time. So there we go. That's me in a nutshell. My current work in progress. I'm Not a Cat asks, is your thriller about our war against the dog insurgency? Ooh. No. No, it's not going to be about me writing about cats versus dogs. I think this one, I'm not sure. This one will probably be based on the human world, something. I don't know. I will tell you that because I do like cats and dogs, I'm probably going to feature pets at some point, because cats are cute. Dogs are man's best friend and all that kind of thing. So, we'll see. SD is back and just shared form and checklist. So I'll probably add it now. Okay, so we got a checklist. Yep. In Discord, I'll check that out. And I'm Not a Cat says SMH, shake my head. Oh no. I don't know. Unless you can convince me to do a thriller about cats versus dogs, like, can't we just be like both cats and dogs? They all get along instead of a versus. It could be more like we're best friends. Maybe not quite best friends, but we're good friends, and we serve different functions. I don't know. And that's in Discord. Yep, SD. I'll check that out later today. And I'm Not a Cat saying, hello, Mrs. Houston. Hey, author Anne Sophie. Guten Tag. How are you? I hope you're okay, Anne. Great to see you, by the way. 9. Anne is here. Yep. Emma's already got the Discord message, so that's good. Cats rule alone? I don't know. Come on, the world's too big just for cats to rule. Besides, they need someone to rule. This is my favorite. Oh, really? So you like Recursion by Blake Crouch? Okay, good to know. Anne is here. Yes. Oh my god. See, everyone loves Anne, and Emma. I'm not sure many people. I'm not sure many people like cats over dogs or dogs over cats. Now, I'm not a cat. I know you're a cat person, but Emma is actually quite a dog person. So, I've got to be careful. I've got to kind of walk the middle road here. I love Blake Crouch. Yeah, I've just got his book, actually. the recommendation by Emma to check out Blake Crouch. I checked out from a local library, Recursion, and I'm giving a read. I've got a couple more books recommended by Richard, I believe, and I've got it written down here. Let me just have a look. Okay, so here it is: Dark Matter and Upgrade, both by Blake Crouch. So if I like this book, Recursion, I'm probably going to have a read of the other two books as well. So yeah, we'll see. So Anne says, and be prepared for this, people. Anne says, dogs better than or greater than cats. Oh, oh dear, oh dear. I'm not a cat, says silly human. We do have someone to rule. You humans, service here. Yeah, you know what? My cat was just screaming at me for treats. Yeah, so I love cats too. Upgrade is fantastic. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. So Anne has doubly recommended Upgrade. So there's, incidentally, when I looked up Recursion, Dark Matter and Upgrade came up. So clearly these are the I guess the more popular books of Blake Crouch's. And I just bought Upgrade by Blake Crouch today. Okay. SD saying hi, so I'm not a cat. It's fantastic, says Anne. I buddy read it with Julie just when it came. Okay. That reminds me, I don't have any buddies to read anything with, which is why life is life is such. My life is such. I'm not a cat, says to Anne. Okay, I gotta keep it tidy, but this is okay to read. So, Anne, I have reported you to Cat Command for your treason. Let us know how that goes. I would love to know what the response from Cat Command says. What's going to happen to Anne? We're going to have to stay tuned to the updates on this one. Hi to Miss Houston. I belong to my cats. Exactly, right? Like, do we own cats or do cats own humans? You know what I mean? I will buddy read Dark Matter with you, Andy. I've been saving it for. Okay, Dark Matter. I don't know if I'm ready to buy this. Let me have a look and see. Let me just message and see if I can find Dark Matter. Hold on. So is Dark Matter available in the local library? Oh, just type in a message in the local library by Blake Crouch. So if it's in the local library, I'm going to try and get my hands on it. And if that is the case, Anne, I will take you up on that. I'm not sure how we're going to buddy read because I've never done it before because I don't have buddies to read with. So yeah. Okay, SD says, just so you all know, I'm not hearing anything. Still in a session at the conference. Okay. By the way, SD is actually on a book marketing conference, so she's just here sometimes when she can, maybe in between breaks. So yeah. Okay. This this sounds like a challenge here. Anne says, I am not scared of cats. Okay. Let's up the ante on that one. I'm not a cat, says yes. Okay. So I'm not a cat. What are we gonna do about Anne? Because Anne is not scared of cats. Oh, Richard asks what conference. So SD is on a book marketing conference of some sort. I don't have the details. But hopefully she'll share some of what she learns. She's great like that. SD is great like that. She shares what she learns, so that's good. Who does a conference on a Sunday? Very good question. I guess maybe they thought that people have time on a Sunday and are able to maybe, attend. Incidentally, SD says it's a bookmarcon. There we go. Book marketing conference. Yeah, no, understand that. Anne says Julie and I set chapter goals for every day. Wow. And then checked in where we were and chat. Okay. Hey, I'd be down for that. I'll have to see whether I can get my hands on that. Let's see. Let me see if we can get that book. So yeah, okay, I'll check to see if I can get that book. I'm not a cat says SD. This is how I do my character development. Should I be worried about myself? I don't enjoy do buddy reads. Why is that, Richard? Is there a reason you don't enjoy it or do buddy reads? I'm curious. Um, yep. And I'm not a cat says I recall a relevant Star Wars line. Good. You will be. You will be. um, I'm not sure it's good. I think was it something else? Was that when Anakin? Who was it? Luke saying he's not afraid, and then Yoda says you will be. I don't know. I'm getting my lines mixed up. Yeah. I'm waiting for the book launch summit to start this evening because they are on Monday morning time. Okay, cool. SD says, okay, session over, one more to go. Yep, we've got you back for a bit. Woohoo. It's cool. Richard says, I just like to read on my own terms. I'm a total mood reader. A mood reader. Do you mean moody reader? I'm sure you meant moody reader. Or maybe you did mean mood reader. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a cat. Yeah. Yes, I'm not a cat. Confirms Yoda to Luke and Dagobah. That's right. You will be. You will be. Um, cool. Okay, so I got through, I think, most of all the comments. There's one that's just popping up. Let's have a look. SD says, so weird. One of my shorts from a week ago is suddenly picking up steam, even more steam because it had a lot of views already. Okay, which one is that? Pop it in the link. Pop the link in the stream in the chat so we can all check it out. Okay, so we are at 519, nearly 520, and SD had a short come out today, but that one not getting the same views. Yeah, I don't know how the short system works, honestly. I've yet to tap into that. I like your shorts. I'll watch. Cool. I think I know why. Well, by all means, share if you know the reason why. So we are at 519. Let's see. We want to finish at 6 o'clock, so we're gonna have to do a final 30 minutes at some point in the next few minutes. SD says it looks like Minecraft, which is of course big in the YouTube. Yes, it is massive. I'm not a gamer or anything like that, and I don't really tap into the gaming community there, but it's massive. It really is a huge thing. So YouTube and gaming and gamers, yeah, it's a big thing. Okay, 520. Let's say we go into our final 30-minute sprint. Hopefully everyone can join me and stay till the end. If not, I totally get it because it's really late in certain parts of the world, like the UK, like in Germany. You know, it's late there, so I get it. If you have to hop off, all good. But let's do a final 30-minute sprint. SD says my kiddo loves Minecraft. Yeah, it's really popular. Hey, I can't seem to get into it. Maybe it's because I'm just old. You know, it's not maybe. It probably is because I'm just old. So I had him in mind when I did it. Okay. Yes. You mean yes? So we got to do a final sprint. I knew he'd get a kick out of it for sure. That was excellent and great plot idea. Okay, I gotta watch it now. I gotta watch it soon. Yeah, and I know it's late, so you know, go sleep because you got work, right? You now have to adult and stuff. You got a people and adult and everything. I like it. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's jump into our final 30-minute sprint, and then I will see you on the other side. And if like I say, I would love it if you can stay with me. But if you can't, you got to hop off. No worries at all. I'll hopefully see you again during the week on YouTube or Discord, or this time again next week, 3 to 6. But yeah, let's say you have. Oh yes, you have tomorrow off. Yes, but uni starts. Yeah, well, can't complain. You know. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. It's all good. You're way too old for Minecraft Panda. You'll feel sick. Yes. Thanks for reminding me, Emma. Bye. Have a good night, Arthur and Sophie. Have a good evening. Okay, people. Let's do the final 30 minutes. Okay. Let's do the final 30 minutes. But I know like SD She's just saying here, I'll stay with you, but you leave me. The final session of the conference starts in 8 minutes and goes an hour. Yes, sorry. The timing of that, it's a little inconvenient, but don't worry. Um, I'll catch you on Discord and everything. So it's all good. It's all good. All right, people, let's hop in. Final sprint, 30 minutes, and we are going to go right now. I'll see you on the other side. Okie dokie. That is time, people. That is time. How did we do? What did we do? I can't remember where I left off, which is terrible. Okay, let me go through the chat and see if I can figure out where I left off. I know Anne was leaving because she had to hop off. Okay, so I got the start here. Perfect. All right. So yes, Anne had to hop off. So we were saying goodbyes. I'm with you, Emma. Okay, Mama Maggie said I'm making an early dinner, late lunch, of Parmesan crusted chicken strips and Parma mac and cheese after writing about Parmesan gravy pasta sauce earlier. And that sounds great. That sounds great. I was asking if Mama Maggie had created superfans when she provided some swag, like merch, to accompany some giveaways for books to fans. I was curious about that. So Palmer, lots of cheese on everything. And Emma, I think, is a fan of cheese as well as bread and pasta. Yeah. So Mama Maggie was saying the swag went to my beta readers and 4 who won from publisher. Okay. One lady even had her husband demand to know when she went to Pagosa Springs and got the mug. Yeah, that sounds like a super fan to me. It really does, because I read the book Super Fans by Pat Flynn. Yes, Pat Flynn. So it was Pat Flynn, Super Fans, and I'm going to duplicate this page so I don't lose everything here. So I'm going to duplicate this page and search for Pat Flynn. And his book is called Super Fans. I don't know if anyone knows. Super Fans, Pat Flynn, and this is the book here. Anyway, so I read this book. It was okay. It wasn't bad. So yeah, this is the book I read, and he has a whole load of ideas on how to create super fans, not just fans. Okay, so it was ebook, some quality issues, but I didn't get the ebook. In fairness, I got the hardcover, and I didn't have any quality issues in my opinion. But yeah, Pat Flynn's super fans. That's the book I was referring to. So yes, very curious to know, because the idea is that if you're able to do things, marketing efforts that get you, a few super fans. The idea is that those few, I know it's a very small number, but those few super fans will propagate out, and those super fans will get more fans, and maybe some of those fans become super fans, and they'll propagate out even more. So it's kind of like an exponential growth kind of thing. So Pat Flynn has quite a few ideas on how to do that, which he shares in his book. So yeah, Emma, I love cheese. It's kind of like grommet. Grommet. Cheese. What are you serving up, Mama Maggie? If you want to invite Emma Bennett over for a cheese Parma Mac and dinner or late lunch, I don't know. You guys can arrange that. Okay, so that was a little sidetrack on superfans. Yes. What did I do? I didn't actually do a huge amount of work, in fairness. I, again, potted about, I did kind of look at the book Recursion again, read it a tiny little bit. I was checking some Discord messages, which was important. Yeah. Emma says Gromit. Yeah, Wallace and Gromit. They love cheese. They love cheese, right? And bread, toast and bread. They love cheese and toast and bread. And cheese, more cheese. They do like cheese. So yeah, I was having a little read. Yeah, not a huge amount going on, to be honest. I do need to get to doing some notes for Countdown, the book I've just recently finished by James Patterson and Brendan Dubois, just to make a few notes, which I plan to share in a video at some point about what I took from the book, and how I think the structure and pacing and language, those kinds of things that I want to make a note of so I can refer back to it in the future, for when I eventually come to writing some thriller. I'm still not sure what kind of thriller I'm going to write. it probably won't be spy or espionage military kind of things, because I just don't have the expertise on that. And if I do decide to write, then I'm gonna have to, invest a lot of time investigating, researching. Yeah, Google searches are gonna become really weird. So yes, let's have a look. Emma Bennett says, "Oh my god, cheese on toast." Yes, I like cheese on toast. Yeah, with onions, oregano, tomatoes, and olives. Ooh, I can totally do that. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, no, that does sound good. Cheese on toast with onions, oregano, tomatoes, and olives. Yeah, sounds like a really tasty meal, actually. Okay, we are coming up to nearly 6 o'clock. We're gonna call it a day very soon, but I just want to thank everyone for joining me today. And I think next week I may be able to have a co-host with me, depending on whether they are available. We shall see. But yeah, hopefully we can all meet up again next week. Same time, same place, 3 to 6 p.m. I may change the times in the future, but I've got to give it some time before I decide. But for now, it's going to be 3 to 6 p.m. on Sundays. That seems to be the time I'm available, really, at the moment. So we shall see. Anyway, I've also got a book recommendation which came through in the chat, and that's to read Upgrade by Blake Crouch. And I plan to get that book at some point. Maybe not too soon. I want to finish this recursion book first, but I will probably read Upgrade next. We'll see. But yes, okay, let's call it a day because it's kind of late in the UK and Germany and such. Hopefully you all had a good time. Hopefully you got some stuff done. If not, no worries. I know SD was actually in a bookmarking conference, so she's obviously being productive on a Sunday evening or late afternoon where she is. But yes, let's call it a day there, and I will catch everyone on YouTube, on Discord, and anywhere else I can find you. Feel free to hit me up if you have any messages you want to drop me on Discord. That's cool as well. Or drop me an email. My email's in the YouTube links, so feel free to do that. Until next week, I shall catch everyone on YouTube, Discord. Take care of yourselves, and have a great weekend. Have a great week ahead. Take care, everyone.